Hello dear students, today we are going to have the continuation of the fourth chapter, that is atomic structure. Before beginning our class, let me inform you something. The syllabus for the academic year 2020 to 2021 has been reduced by the ICSE board. So these are the names of the chapters you have to study for this year. First one matter, second one atomic structure, third one language of chemistry, fourth one chemical reactions, and fifth one carbon and its compounds. I'll give you the details regarding the concepts which you have to learn. You need to learn only those concepts for the time being. For this chapter, the concepts you have to learn are the following: fundamental subatomic particles present in an atom, such as electron, protons and neutrons, nucleus and extra-nuclear parts, and the last one, atomic number and mass number. In the last class, we have learned about the atomic theories by Maharishi Kanath, Democritus and John Dalton. And you also got an idea regarding the subatomic particles such as electron, proton and neutron. Today, let's learn more about these subatomic particles. So let's start. The first one is discovery of electrons. What is meant by an electron? Electron is the smallest subatomic particle of an atom. Electrons are negatively charged particles which revolve around the nucleus. In this picture, electrons are denoted by violet colored spheres. Okay, you can see some violet colored spheres in this picture. They are electrons. Before the discovery of electrons, cathode rays were discovered by William Crookes in 1878. He was a British scientist who performed an experiment to study the phenomenon of electric discharge through gases. For that, he used a discharge tube. That's a glass tube sealed at both ends with metal plates. Okay, now you can see the pictorial representation of the discharge tube on the screen. William Crookes observed that when an electric current of high voltage was passed through a discharge tube containing a gas at very low pressure, here he has taken 0.01 millimeters of mercury. We can use any other gas, but it should be at low pressure, because at low pressure gases show good conductivity. When the electric discharge was passed through a tube containing gas at low pressure, blue rays were emitted from the negative terminal called cathode rays. Cathode rays were thus discovered, leading to the discovery of electrons. Now let's see how these electrons were discovered by J.J. Thomson. Electrons were discovered by J.J. Thomson in 1897 while he was studying the properties of cathode rays. Cathode rays consist of negatively charged particles called electrons present in atoms of all elements. This was the conclusion made by J.J. Thomson from his studies. J.J. Thomson's experiment. J.J. Thomson did an experiment known as cathode ray tube experiment to discover electrons. Thomson took a cathode ray tube that looks like a big glass bottle. Now from the picture you can see it looks like a big glass bottle. It was sealed all over, and he also pumped out all the air from the tube to create a vacuum condition. Vacuum means there is no air will be there. It will be fully empty. This tube had two metal pieces, and Thomson connected them to a huge battery. The metal piece connected to the positive side is called anode, and the metal piece connected to the negative terminal of the battery is called cathode. He he coated the end of the tube with a fluorescent material. When Thomson switched on the power source, a ray was shot from the cathode. You can see it in this picture. This ray passed through the hole of anode and struck the fluorescent screen. Whenever the fluorescent screen is struck by the rays from the cathode, it glows. Thomson thought that these cathode rays must be made small particles shot out with very high speed. He got more curious and wanted to know if they had a charge or not. So he took 2 more electrodes and placed them on either side of the tube. Then he applied electric field. Now you can see the cathode rays got deflected towards the positive electrode. So his first conclusion was that in the presence of the electric field, cathode ray particles are attracted to the positive electrode. If they are attracted by the positive electron, then the cathode ray particles should have a negative charge. You know that like charges repel and unlike charges attract. So here the cathode ray particles are having negative charge, so it got attracted to the positive electron. When a magnetic field was applied in the path of cathode rays, they were again deflected in a direction in which moving negative charge would be deflected. So the particles in the cathode ray are negatively charged and bend in the presence of magnets. These negatively charged particles reside in atom and are knocked out when electricity is passed through them. He named those tiny negatively charged particles as electrons. So this is how J.J. Thomson discovered electron, and it was the first subatomic particles to be discovered. Now let's learn the properties of electrons. Electrons are an integral part of all atoms. All the atoms contains electrons, whether it is small or bigger. All the atoms will be having at least one electron. In the case of hydrogen, only one electron is there. Second, its properties are independent of nature of the gas in the discharge tube. Okay. The property of electrons does not depend on the nature of the gas taken. We can take either hydrogen gas or mercury gas, whatever it may be. It has a definite mass and it carries a definite electric charge. Electron is having a definite mass and it also has a definite electric charge. That's why, since it is having negative charge, it got deflected to the positive electrode. Fourth one, the mass of an electron has been found to be 1 by 1837th of the mass of a hydrogen atom. That is 9.108 into 10 raised to minus 28 grams. That means the electrons are very too small and it is having a mass lesser than hydrogen atom. Its charge is 1 unit negative charge, that is 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulombs. Here, coulombs is a unit of charge, and from this we can understand that electrons are having negative charge and it is 1 unit negative charge. An electron is denoted by the symbol -1 e raised to 0. The superscript 0 represents the mass and the subscript -1 represents its 1 unit negative electrical charge. Homework: what are the properties of electrons? Second, briefly explain about the discovery of electrons. Write these questions and their answers in your chemistry notebook.